It was a shield on which the scroll under the shield read
Kita dapat green statue. Oke. Di mana lagi? Those are hidden in a wall, closer under the table to the far left and great pool. Under the tree, the book, fountain. Fountain.
the stone fireplace.
Oh, this should be in here.
So, until you didn't know, wasn't interested. I better get back on guard in case anyone else shows up. Your father needs our help, Eva. My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
So, what did you find out?
Not a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So, why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far. Hello, Eva.
Senor Stoba.
Please, call me George.
I'd rather not. When are you and your girlfriend leaving?
Actually, she's not my girlfriend.
I don't know what your scam is, senor. You may have fooled my father, but you don't fool me.
Well, I can sure see where you get your manners from. Tell me about your father.
When my mother died, he brought me up.
As a Gnostic?
He tried to teach me that stuff, said I had a religious vocation. Turns out I didn't. On my 18th birthday, I left home and never went back.
Tell me about Ramon.
Apparently he worked here when he was a boy. A loyal servant, even though the family left and never came back. More fool him.
Tell me about yourself.
I left home as soon as I could, lived a bit, and now I own a bar in Marseille.
That explains why you know how to use a gun.
No, senor. I learned how to use a gun so I could get rid of vermin.
Eva was a real... What do you know about La Malediccio?
My father has been obsessed by it all his life. He thinks it's full of secret messages. I think it's a crock of
Sure you do. Nico tells me you don't really know about Gnosticism.
Don't know, don't care. And I don't need saints and gods telling me how to live my life.
Okay.
I can see why you and your father don't get along. So, you don't know anything about Gnostics?
They're a religious sect. They belong in the past. My father's obsessed with them, and that's all I know.
What is that?
It's an old statue. I think it might help decode the painting.
I'll take a look. Maybe I can help. This door's locked anyway.
It looked like this part of the castle. The end of the passage was... There were spent bullet casings lying amongst the rubble. What exactly? There were spent... The door... The stone fireplace was old and dusty. La maledizio. But what were the clues? The plinths looked... That wouldn't make... If I looked hard enough... It was a tower. Father Simeon had claimed that the symbol... So, just like Hobbes, the photo was of the Marquez family. I wondered if the notes could... The statues were facing outward, just like in the Marquez photo. I waited with bated breath for something to happen. Nothing. It was the lower half.
What is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time. Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
George? George! What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainen. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainen was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint, Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
This Kenan, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainen just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
The name Genan was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainen's papers.
Can I have a look at the library?
No, I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
You lost it?
No.
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it. So, it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Ganon had been working on in that library. Georges the Great had... The bookcase held old cat. I wouldn't be able to read them. The wind chime looked like it. Just some old. According to... Just... The door... I wondered where Ramon could... Just... The inter... Even over... The plant... Just... Eva, I am... He... I said... Well,
You did?
yes,
What?
your father.
What? That's ridiculous.
Don't worry. So he always does. Have you ever been inside the library?
No, I'm told.
The key is lost. Ramon says he hid it years ago and cannot remember where.
Shame.
Can you think of anywhere Ramon might have hidden the key?
What do you think I am, psychic?
I didn't think she'd be. Seen anything suspicious?
Apart from you and your American boyfriend, no.
He's not my boyfriend.
Whatever.
Your father is looking very frail.
He's old, and he could do without people giving him the runaround chasing lost treasure.
Talk to you later.
Bisa ya?
The dashboard. I picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon. The library will forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place. Once I've eaten, I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me. Nice.
Yo.
Hey, I was reading that. An old and the inside of the car, a five, an old pair. Someone had in amongst the. Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh? Hello, little one. Just some old trap. A pile of old apples. Looked like the goat had been eating lots of them. Just some. Just some old. Just.
Kok gua kebingungan ya?
That wouldn't. No. Just. I just had a. Looks like.
Me.
So, you have.
All I remember.
No, that. In amongst the rubbish. An old pair of. Someone had been. The dashboard seemed in. The floor of the car. I guess that's where he got all the cans for the wind. Tin can. I guess that. Tin can. I guess.
Fucking brain dead, bro. Kok mau keluar nih?
One old sardine can was built. Despite the scrap components, the wind chime was beautiful. Despite this. And there it was, the key to the library. The door was. Ramon had been true to his word. This place was like a shrine. The trunk contained someone's personal possessions. I wondered what secrets they might hold. The map had interesting markings and scribbles all over it. Georges would be so jealous.
So, what is this place, senor?
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols? And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story. It depicts the journey of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis, from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And what have they got to do with the tabula?
The Cathars were Gnostics. They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc.
Fucking Jews.
They preached that men and women are equal, that God is within you, and that the Church is an obstacle to salvation. The Pope found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his Church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here, at Montsegur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more. Sadly, it was not the end of their trials. The Spanish Inquisition saw to that. Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledictio is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, Senor. We need to find out why. I decided not to leave quite yet. It was a candelabrum holding a single candle. Trevor didn't need to see the candelabrum. He'd already sensed its... Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. It was a candle with... I'm pretty... It was a large marble statue of an old man with a beard. The statue held aloft a colored glass lens. These statues...
What of them?
They're just like the figures in the painting. And on the fireplace.
Indeed. They are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. And the bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world. The other is known by many names. Helel, Ishtar. He is the bearer of light, Luxfere, Lucifer.
Lucifer? So you guys are devil worshippers?
No. When he is in balance with Jehovah, Lucifer is the god of desire and ambition, driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance. Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If Jehovah ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent, mere pawns of a controlling power.
And what if Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire would be transformed into unbridled greed, and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos, disorder and war would prevail. Then, Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
Paham gue.
The fresco deserved a proper... The fresco was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge. A town of northern Catalonia. Cathars being burned at the stake. Cathars fleeing across the Pyrenees to they seem to be Cathars. They seem to be carrying Cathars. The mountain fort. It was a glass wheel divided into 6 colors, and it looked like it could be rotated. Part of the lens was covered. The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise to blue. It was a glass wheel. Part of the I removed the small leather cover to reveal a crude colored light streamed. The color changed from yellow to green. Marquette. The color changed from blue. The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to the color changed from turquoise.
Amazing. The light is showing the path of the Bonzong.
The what?
The sacred trail my ancestors took across the Pyrenees, carrying the Tabula Veritatis, from Montségur across the mountains to this town.
And which town is that?
I don't know. That I cannot answer. But its coat of arms is quite distinctive.
But how does it bring us closer to the tabula?
It tells us the route the Tabula took 800 years ago.
I think that's all we're gonna find up here.
You're right. We should return to the hall. Eva will be getting worried.
Okay, we found the route of the Bonzom Trail. How does it help us?
It must somehow relate to the painting.
Papa, are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm fine, don't fuss.
You got me out here to look after you, so let me do it. Ramon is outside keeping watch.
Georges, I'm glad you're safe. What did you find?
There's a secret chapel above the fireplace. But it's not your average everyday chapel. It's a Gnostic chapel. All laid out for worshiping not one god, but two.
What?
I'll tell you when we have more time.
You know, I found some things too, which might connect with all that. Come to the library. Oh, could you bring the painting? I think we're going to need it.
Barengan na?
Have you brought the painting?
No.
What are you doing with La Maledizio?
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promised to take care of it.
Eva, go with him. Make sure the painting comes to no harm.
I should stay with you, Papa.
Don't worry about me.
Aneh ya.
Have you brought the painting?
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out what Genon was up to.
The Gainan who tried to buy the painting from Medovsky?
No, Genon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Genon who then spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Gainan who wrote the letter to Medovsky?
It seems likely that they were related.
Maybe. So what's the plan you've uncovered?
Take a look at this. It's Ganon's map. He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The Tabula Veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Yes. Genon thought that pattern in the painting had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Gainan started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in Catalonia.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues. The map has This was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonan, the good man, the Cathars, right?
The municipality. The location didn't sound familiar. The That was a total guess. Maybe the painting or fresco would have helped. The municipality. I could. The Mount. Gaynor had been researching. I decided to. The French castle. I saw this location. The municipality. I couldn't be sure that it was the municipality. The municipality.
Can't even go back.
The location. The municipality. That. I wasn't sure that I had. The map had 4 clues.
Three.
The coat of arms was exactly the same. It read Berga. The scroll below the scroll below the scroll under the shield. The scroll beneath the scroll the coat of arms was exact. It read Berga. Time to take 4 clues. So, the coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
2 locations down. If the vignettes on the painting were anything to go by, I needed to find 2 more. Inside the ring was... See the guy with the padlock through his mouth? So much for nose rings, huh? Whoa, Nico, how did...
Ramon told me he was named after a saint with a lock through his lips.
There was a tower. Maybe it indicated... The priest was Saint Ramon. The village of San Ramon. I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the last. I removed the oil. I picked up the black. I lifted that. There was something tucked beneath. I picked up the fold. It was a... There was nothing... I had no desire to...
What? What's up, bro? No.
I deciphered the telegram. The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur
Fucking
to
dumb.
Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Girona. It was signed Wolfram. I put everything back in the chest. Time to take 4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to. The Dominican monk Emmerich was from Girona. The dog-headed priest on the painting. I could see a pattern emerging. The locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting. This is the center point of the cross, so the tabula must be here. Montserrat. It has to be Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years ago.
Bravo, my friend.
No!
Dovsky?
No, Langham.
No, it's Genan, isn't it?
Very good, Miss Collard. So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a long swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work. The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak, servile, controlled. He must be freed, freed from all constraints, free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil. Lucifer. Now, if you don't mind, we have a long journey ahead of us. Come on. They can rot in there.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
You know, Nico, we were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Ganon's grandson. Look, daylight.
That doesn't make...
It's a false door, Nico.
So that's why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
Aha!
Great work, George. Come on, Eva, let's go.
We need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you'd better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Ano, Ramon?
Signora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay, we'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Montserrat was way up in the mountains, a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded kill.
Keren banget deh ini.
Why would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
Wow, it's empty. Where is everyone?
This place is normally full of tourists.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico. Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
It's a role you were born to play, George.
We're moving away from the monastery.
Yes, but with those goons in the way, we have to find a different approach.
Maybe there's some other way around, via the cable car station?
Or at least someone in the can tell us what's going on. Someone's coming out. Quick! We need to hide! I think it's Langon.
Block everything off. Lock the whole place down, understand? The tabula's got to be up in the monastery, I'm sure of it. Come on.
Yes, boss.
Close all the routes up to the monastery, and then make the old man talk.
Yes, boss.
This time, don't be so gentle with him.
Did you hear that? They haven't found it yet, but Senor Marquez must be in a bad way.
Listen, I have to follow those bastardos. I might be able to slip through on my own.
Sure. We'll see if we can find another way up. You think she'll be okay?
Eva can handle herself.
It was locked. There was a keypad, but I didn't know the code. Something inside the cable car was glinting. I couldn't make out what it was. My God! Nico!
What is it?
This telescope! It's free!
Ya Allah.
There were a couple of people stuck in the cable car. They looked kind of familiar. Then I realized it was my old friends Dwayne and Pearl Henderson. The Hendersons had an uncanny way of showing up wherever I went. It was the other station. There was a small... It looked ancient. It was the other... Wait, what's that? That rock looks familiar. Nico, take a look at this and tell me what you see.
You're right. That rock looks like a head.
I've seen that shape before. Take a look at this. The face in the Ouroboros, it's exactly the same shape as that rock.
That can't be a coincidence.
And you know what? Langham's got the forged picture, the one without the face.
So the rock won't have meant anything to him.
Nico, I don't think the tabula's up at the monastery. I think it's down there somewhere, around that rock. I signaled back to Pearl. I couldn't make out if there was any response. Pearl seemed to be writing something on the window. It said, "Help, stuck. Door code 0797. I wondered how Pearl came to know that.
97.
Come on, Nico. Pearl's giving me the code to the door.
What? Pearl? Who? How?
Trust me, Nico. I've got friends in low-hanging places. Huh. There's no one here.
Looks like everything has been shut down.
This place...
We should...
A metal lunchbox.
Hey, is anybody there?
Whoa. Did you hear that?
We're stuck in here. Help!
How about that, Nico? A talking lunchbox. Huh. What will they think of next? I better take it with me. There was no lock, but the...
Go away!
Hello?
Georges? There's someone in there.
Are you all right in there?
Just go away.
Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Nope. The wheels were... The box was now wedged in the cogs, or rather, the giant can opener. The control, it wasn't power, and the smell of burnt electrical...
That's quite a mess you've made there, Georges.
You know what they say about making omelets, Nick?
You can't make them without strawberry jam?
Just as I thought, it's a two-way radio.
Can anyone hear me?
Dwayne, this is George. George Stobart.
Holy cow! George! Just the fella I need. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Dwayne. And don't you worry, I'll have you out of there in a minute.
You reckon you can get the cable car running again?
No, the console isn't working properly. I've got no idea why not.
George, this is Pearl. Get Kat to help you. She knows everything about that place.
Cat? Is she the girl in the closet?
Has she locked herself in? Oh, dear. Let me talk to her, darling.
Cat? I found you a friendly voice.
How do you know my name?
Kat, dear, it's me, Pearl.
Pearl? How did you get here? That's not possible.
Listen, darling, it really is me. But I'm talking on the radio. George here is a very decent guy, and you should open the door.
I'm not going to fall for that. Prove it's you.
All right. Remember we discovered we both love musicals?
Yeah? And my favorite one is?
How does it go now? Help out. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical.
From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very good
I know the scientific.
in short in matters, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Alright, only Pearl would know that, and I trust her. Who are you?
I'm George, and this is Nico. How did you end up in a closet?
There were some guys with guns. They took over the whole station. I hid in here.
We're trying to avoid them too.
I was quite surprised, you know. They never mentioned guns at the job interview.
Really? We need to use the cable car. Can you operate it?
Yeah, if the console...
And there's no way to get it started?
There might be. Let me see. See that burned out fuse down there?
In the back by the prongs?
Yeah. The idiots stuck a spanner in there and blew the fuse. They wanted to make sure no one could use the cable cars. Connect those two prongs somehow, and the console should restart.
How on earth are we going to reach that?
I don't know. But don't stick your arm in there. You'll get fried.
Tuh, nyelamatin satu orang susah banget gini anjing. Fucking hell, dude.
The box was The box was The box was The box was all... Well, I've done stranger things in my life. That was all... I stuck the paperclip to Trevor's back. I bet he could work on it. I decided to get closer to see where Trevor could help. I set him down at the edge where it... Go, Trevor, go! Poor Trevor looked like he needed therapy, but the console was working. The console, it's working.
Cool. I can send you down there if you want. Let me just bring the cable car up here.
Pearl and Dwayne are going to be mighty relieved.
Oh, they must have been going down in the other cable car.
Come on, Nico. There's no time to lose. As we got closer to the face in the rock, I knew for sure that we were on the right track. It was definitely the same as the face in the painting, but with one difference. The symbol of the tabula was missing from the rock formation. Well, here we are.
But no way to reach the face. Let's have a look around. There must be a way up. The door was locked with a high-security padlock. No. George, the chapel looks like it's been built right into the rock.
You're right. We should take a look inside.
I wonder, how old do you think the chapel is?
I'm guessing the exterior's a couple of 100 years old, but the inside? Who knows? Some parts could be much...
You think somehow this chapel might be connected to the face in the rock?
At a guess, I would say so. Hey, look! It's Pearl and Dwayne.
Come on, honey bun. Things ain't that bad.
You just don't understand. Today's been a disaster.
But
the monastery was closed. We got stuck in the cable car. And now this place is a building site.
Aw, sweetie pie.
This was supposed to be the spiritual highlight of our trip, Dwayne. But the only spirit I see is that rotten turpentine over there.
Aw, heck.
Heck!
Clearly, the Hendersons weren't having a great vacation. Great to see you again, Mr. Henderson.
Great to see you too, George. Great work back there with the cable car.
Is Pearl okay?
I wish. I'm afraid we're having one of those days where everything goes wrong.
Tell me about it. What have you been up to since we last met in Quaramonte?
Well, there was that little sideshow in Rome, but we can't talk about that. You know why, George.
I do? I do.
Why?
Top secret.
Need to know, Nico. Dwayne is, snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No way, honey. A snoozer's at least 2 pay grades up from a sleeper. So I hear. Anyway, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss,
Nicole Kala. Call me Nico.
Well, how's about that? So this is the beautiful Nico. No wonder you've been hiding her away from me, Georgie boy.
Gosh, no,
It's lovely to finally meet you too, Mr. Henderson. George has told me so much about you.
Oh, call me Dwayne, my dear. Everything you've heard is quite possibly...
Dwayne was loud, large, and short-sighted, but boy was he a charmer. Is there anything we can do for Pearl?
I sure as hell hope so, George. She's been planning and researching this trip for years, our little pilgrimage. And Santa Cova Chapel here was the cherry on the cake. Not a thing she don't know about this place. Madonna, blah, blah, blah. Chapel built in, yada, yada, yada. She's Santa Cova's very own walking encyclopedia. Well, weeping encyclopedia, I should say.
So what brings you to Santa Cova?
Pearl's idea from the get-go. Ever since the unfortunate car accident back home, she's been scouring. Gotta be full of wonder and life-changing imagery. Got to have penance potential. Got to offer a real spiritual experience.
Well, I'm sure this place will be very spiritual once it's finished.
If the chapel is not what she expected, how about the monastery?
Hot dog, no. That place is for tourists, not pilgrims.
You said she expected a spiritual experience?
No, that's what the brochure promised. Pilgrimages, little monk fellas, singing, shafts of light, the whole shebang.
Smells, bells, and heavenly lights.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Pearl needs me. There, dear.
Pearl could be a mime if we could just cheer her up.
Yup.
Hey, Nico. So what did you mean by smells, bells, and heavenly lights?
I'm talking about the authentic church experience.
Oh, I see. Smells, bells, and heavenly lights. Any idea how old the chapel is?
That's what I asked you.
So we basically don't know anything.
That's the long and
Poor Pearl.
She's in quite a state. If we're going to find the tabula, her knowledge is key.
So, all our hopes are pinned on an American tourist.
I pin my hopes on an American tourist all the time.
Got any ideas for smells?
Have you found any incense? Church smells don't get much more authentic than incense.
The view. The scaffolding. Everything rattled. It produced a... It produced a dull... My mother always said cleanliness is next to godliness. I'd lowered the... I often wondered what these things looked like close up. I'd lowered the candle. I lit the candles on the candelabra. A statue of the... I sprayed the shavings with Brett. Delightful. I put the scented shavings in the... That was... I lit the scented shavings. A sweet aroma started to fill the room. I poured the turpentine into the paint can. It produced a dull...
What's up, bro?
The scaffold... Everything rattled. Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, George.
Hey, that tune you were whistling earlier, it's...
Oh, it's Schubert's in our courting day. It was Pearl's favorite.
Did you see the black...
Oh, you though, Pearl. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Pearl needs me. There.
Pearl.
Shh.
Oh.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, oh, excuse me. Yeah, Pearl needs me. There, dear.
Hey, get the hammer. Saya 9.000 kan? Bentar lagi. Ngajakanku. Bikin aja. Oh, udah kan?
The hammer... G. F sharp.
What are you up to?
Look, I made a Churchenspiel. No, that... B, if I wasn't mistaken. G. F sharp. No, B. G. A. F sharp. No. Not a pleasant... G. A. F sharp. No, that wasn't quite right. B. G. G. F sharp. B. G. A. G. G.
G, B, B, A, G. Oh, ya, ya.
G. F sharp. G. B. A. G. I had it. It was...
Josh, that's Ave Maria. Let me have a go.
Wow. You really nailed that, Nico.
Yep, this mop really is pretty special. Leave this to me.
I rested the side mirror precariously. It was a beautiful... I rested the side... I secured the mirror in place. That... Now that was something. The light from the candelabra spilled over the Black Madonna like waves of spiritual goodness.
Pumpkin? Oh my!
What?
The sound of ankle like the
Bertingkah nih nggak tua.
and
Yes?
the Madonna, I do believe. Tears. She's crying, Dwayne. The Madonna's crying. Father, son, little Timmy. Wrong side of the road. Not my fault. The broken leg. Compensation claim. Forgive me, poor Timmy.
Oh, Pearl, my precious, you're such a sensitive soul.
Well, now that's done. I feel my soul's floating on air. We can get on with our pilgrimage, Dwayne.
Just another 1,000 clicks to go.
Pearl was back to her usual cheery self.
Tingkah.
Mrs. Henderson,
George, dear boy.
how you feeling?
Oh, just fine, thank you. I have just seen a miracle, George. It's all gonna be all right from now.
I'm sure it is, Mrs. Henderson. I'm sure it is. So, Pearl, what have you been up to since we last met?
Well, George, I've been on a journey.
Oh, really? Well, what kind of journey?
A spiritual one. A journey along the road to enlightenment.
Wow. And is that what brought you here?
It is. Though Santa Cova is but one step on that road.
What's so special about Santa Cova?
It's an ancient and very holy place. I've spent the last year researching it, and I can truly say there is nothing I do not know about it.
I don't suppose you'd know anything about that rock out there?
No, only that for 1,000 years, people have claimed to see a face in its shapes.
What can you tell me about Santa Cova?
Well, dear, they call it the Chapel of the Holy Grotto. It was built directly into the mountain itself in 1696. It survived the Napoleonic Wars, mudslides, Civil War. But the chapel is still standing today. It's a miracle.
Or a restoration.
What was that, dear?
Yes, a miracle. Still, keeping busy, Dwayne?
Like the man said, George, that old kaleidoscope keeps getting shaken, and the pieces are ever in flux.
Guess it's your job to pick 'em up, huh?
Well, somebody has to do it, compadre.
I enjoyed talking to Dwayne, but I was rarely any the wiser afterwards. What can you tell me about the statue?
I read that the Black Madonna has been here since the 9th century. She's called the Virgin of Montserrat. Some say the original was moved to the cathedral. But Dwayne and I know that's just a bluff, don't we, honey?
We sure do. This one is the real McCoy.
Catch you later. Hi, Pearl.
Hello, dear.
Hi, George.
What do you make of this?
It looks like an Ouroboros.
Oh, you recognize it? Let me show you something else. Can you tell me anything about this painting?
Oh, nothing, dear. Apart from the obvious Gnostic connotations, of course.
What?
You know, the Dominicans. All those Gnostic saints. Doubting Thomas, Judas. And you see the woman in the red cloak? The infamous Mary Magdalene herself.
A lady in red.
That's enough now, Dwayne. You know my feelings about her.
Pearl knew her Gnostic onions, all right.
Then there's the Ouroboros, of course.
Something special about it?
Well, if I remember rightly, there was an Ouroboros right here in this chapel. Back in the 30s and 40s, the chapel was renovated. The workmen uncovered numerous symbols carved in the rock. Amongst them was a fine Ouroboros.
But that's amazing. So, where is it?
Oh, it's not there now.
Oh.
It was considered blasphemous, so they plastered over it. Sweetheart, I think it's time for us to go. The road to enlightenment waits for no woman.
'Tis the pilgrim's lot, George.
It was so nice to see you again. And meet your girlfriend.
We're not...
Take this radio, Nico. Never know when you might need it. Keep an eye on our boy George here.
Poor little lost lamb.
I'm not...
Don't worry, this little lamb's in safe hands. Bon voyage.
Bye-bye, dears.
Bon voyage. Au revoir.
See ya!
Sipit yun.
Nico, don't even start.
Little lamb?
Let's focus on the task in hand, shall we? Okay, this Ouroboros that Pearl mentioned...
You're right. We need to find it.
Okay.
I hoped this was the right thing to do. Hey, Nico, I found the Ouroboros.
That's it?
So what now?
Pearl was right. The plaster had covered an Ouroboros. I pushed the Ouroboros, but nothing... It was an old crank. The crank handle...
Pick up the brake handle, place it in grease it, and light it. Where's the brake handle? It's not it. I think it's around here.
I already had... That would... That... The scent of incense... Divine. It was a stone praying to the I didn't want to set my pants on. I didn't want to set... That...
Mana Rises? Rises siapa?
The view over the valley was spectacular. That... I didn't want to set my pants on fire. That was never going to happen. That... I pulled the Ouroboros, but it wouldn't budge. What was that noise?
What?
I knew it. Another secret passageway.
Amazing, Charles. How did you do it?
Just another case of the old Stobart magic, I guess, Nico. It looks a little dark in there.
Are you scared, Charles?
Of course not. Just worried about you. Whoa, this is one dark cave.
It's the door that worries me, George.
Well, I'm sure the door will open again if we give it a minute. No need to panic. Now we panic. Help! I gotta say, Nico, you're pretty calm about this.
Traveling with you, George, I've got used to this kind of thing. If I panicked every time a door shut behind us, probably forever, well...
You're right. What was I thinking? You see if you can get the door open, and I'll go check out the dark, evil-smelling cave. Fumbling around in the dark wasn't going to be fun. But heck, I'd spent a lifetime doing it, so what was new? I only had The thing had branches like a tree. It was cold to the touch. It was a small round object made of fat. My guess was it was. Hey, Nico, I think I found some light. Whoa.
What the fuck?
It must be Ganon. Ramon said he disappeared while searching the mountains for the tabula.
So this is where he ended up, dead in a cave. And on closer inspection, I'd even say blown your own brains out dead.
Okay, George, I get the point. What is this place?
Who knows? But look at the Gnostic symbols.
You're right. The colors, the trees. But who is she?
It looks like the Virgin Mary, but I don't think it is.
What do you mean?
The red robes and that whole off-the-shoulder look? It must be Mary Magdalene, of course. Marquez told me that the Gnostics revered her. This place, it's some kind of Gnostic shrine.
There's got to be something to release that door. Maybe amongst these carvings.
But if it was that obvious, don't you think Ganon would have found it? Getting up close and personal to Ganon's leathery corpse wasn't pleasant, but we had to figure out how to get out of there. Ganon had certainly been busy before he blew his brains out. I wonder what he'd been up to. I picked up the old... It was too corroded and rusty to ever be fired. It was a fedora, just like the one in Ganon's trunk back at the Castell. The years hadn't been... Nico!
What?
Is this what I think it is? It must be the Tabula Veritatis.
So Ganon did find it.
It's so small, so innocent looking. Why would Simeon call it evil? Why so many deaths for this?
And why go to such lengths to keep it hidden?
Unless it is as genuinely dangerous as Simeon claimed.
The question now is, what do we do with it?
The photograph was of an ancient clay tablet. Ganon had written on it. Someone, presumably Ganon, had taken the time to translate the inscription. At a glance, the inscription seemed to relate to the exploits of someone called the Sun King. The symbol on the tablets looked similar to the ones etched into the face of the Tabula Veritatis. The symbol G. I'd guess that means... If the translation is right, the symbol La On... If the rest of the translation is anything to go by. Apparently, the symbol Ib on She translates as Ma. Ganon had marked this symbol with... If Ganon's translation... Ganon had marked Du A Shi apparently means the two-river region. If Ganon's translation is correct, the symbol La Ji sounds like a theme park. See if the symbol Zhu. According to Gain, if Gainan's translation is correct, the symbol Ip Lu Ap means enemy godhouse, probably the temple of some rival deity. Gainan had translated this glyph, Ah Shu, doesn't sound like a vacation. I prized the map out from under the arm. It looked like Gainan had scrawled some kind of last testament onto this map. My friends, I know that you will eventually find me, but by then it will be too late. I have decoded the tabula, and I know our destiny lies in paradise. The key to the power of God is in our hands. I die secure in the knowledge that you will now be able to complete my work. Tell my family that I died doing my duty, that I surrender my life gladly to the cause. In the light of the day, these words will fade, like our souls. But rest assured that when they do, their echoes will guide us to where we will meet once again. I'm not sure, but it looks like crafty old Gainan left a secret message in his testament. I read Gainan's last. My friend, the key to the power, I tell in the, but when I held the map up to the flames, the writing on the map started to react to the heat. Well, I'll be darned.
What is it?
At a guess, the locations on the map might match up with the ones he's marked on this photograph. If this letter matched the one on Gainan's translation, this must be the location of the Sun City. If this letter is the same location as the one marked D on Gainan's translation, this must be Sunset Mountain. If the letter E matches the one on Gainan's translation, this must be the location of the Young City. If the letters match the ones on Gainan's translation, this must be the Mountain Kingdom. If this letter matched the one on Gainan's translation, this must be the location of the Three Rivers region. I wondered if Gainan's notes on the photograph might help me decode the tabula.
The glyphs on the tablet faded text are displayed across the top of the screen. Select the glyph and choose to use the correct translation. Very touches.
If Gainan's translation is correct, Du A Shi. Shi. Gainan. The symbol Zhu Ha was. Gainan had marked this symbol with the letter E. I wonder if it relates to the secret markings on Gainan's map.
14. Why?
That was the first row of symbols cracked. Was So, these are directions. Begin at Sun City, travel 5 days east to a river. Travel south 6 days, through a desert, to the source of 4 rivers. Hey, Nico! I've cracked it!
Fantastic!
The Tabula Veritatis. It's a set of directions. Take a look at this map. The inscription says to start here at Sun City. Ganon hid the location in his map. It then says to travel 5 days east to a river, then turn south and travel 6 days through a desert to the source of 4 rivers.
And what is that?
I'm not sure, but it must be important, right?
Right. Important enough for the Gnostics to try and keep it a secret for thousands of years. And guess what? I think I may have found a way out.
You have?
Look, while you were busy playing Ancient Scholar, I found this.
What did it do?
I'm not sure.
It didn't open the door.
Perhaps we're missing something.
Must be. If Ganon died looking for a way out, there has to be more to it than just a hidden button.
Then let's keep looking.
In the lost language of medieval mechanisms, that noise, unfulfilled dreams, nothing had happened. It had to be Ganon, in which case there was a bullet hole in the side of his head. Just like us, he'd been trapped. It was an old water can. The contents had long since been... It was an old flask. The medallion fitted snug... Whoa! Would you take a look?
The light from the medallion is illuminating this blue figure.
This could be our ticket out.
If you're right, that explains why Ganon never got out of here. He didn't have the medallion.
Nothing had
Put the medal in it all.
the ornate lamp. A group of figures. They were all colored red. There were ancient. I'm sure that.
The red robe. So, who's the child?
Well, according to the Gnostic Gospels, when Mary kissed the lips of Jesus, she.
Oh.
Yep,
Nggak tahu.
So the Gnostics think that the suckling child is...
I guess so. I gave the statue a push, and it turned anti-clockwise. Blue. I wondered if it.
Put the medal in all three slots and turn when the red light shines. Then press the button that you found.
The pillar had been sculpted into a tree and then painted blue. I knew it was supposed to be the tree. The pillar had been carved into the shape of a tree. I knew it represented.
That sounded like something important.
I gave the statue another shove.
Bruh. Fuck off.
It was a kudos.
That sounded like...
Is that the door?
Thank God. I was getting worried we'd be trapped here, just the two of us forever.
There could have been worse ways of being trapped forever.
It is the door. Come on, Georges.
I needed to grab the medallion before...
Bisa.
Nico and I had the tabula veritatis at last. Now all we needed to do was to find Eva and rescue Marquez. And make our getaway.
Don't die on me now, old man.
Georges, it's Landon.
Stay back.
For the last time, where is the tabula?
You'll never find it.
It's here in this chapel, isn't it?
Just tell him, Papa.
I will tell you nothing.
Look at your daughter, senor. My man would be happy to hurt her.
I cannot let you raise Lucifer. You will bring chaos to the world.
Georges, we have to do something.
Langham had a gun. With luck, Langham wouldn't notice that the gun was useless. Hold it there, Langham.
Well, if it isn't my least favorite American. Where is the tabula?
Even if I did have it, why would I give it to you?
Because you don't have a choice.
For God's sake, shoot him, George.
Yes, go on. Shoot me, why don't you?
Don't push me.
That gun would never fire. Give me the gun before you hurt yourself.
I didn't rate my chances with just a rusty old pistol.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the tabula?
I don't have it. We couldn't find it.
You're lying. I promise you I will kill the old man. I ask again, do you have the tabula?
I really don't have it.
I warned you.
No!
Mon Dieu!
You will rot in hell.
Not hell. Now hand over the tabula, or the girl is next. So, the tabula veritatis. Thank you. The world will be a better place, George, once Jehovah has been destroyed.
What?
Lucifer will set us free.
You can't destroy Jehovah.
I can, and I will. Bring the girl. She may be of use.
Langham, no. Please.
As for you two, I admire your... One of my men will... If they try to follow me, shoot them.
With pleasure, boss.
Eva.
Kaku bet ya. Semuanya
Senor
kaku.
Marquez, I'm so sorry.
You must get the tabula back.
We don't even know where he's going.
All we know is that it's somewhere in the Middle East.
Nothing else?
There was a note, something about our destiny lies in paradise?
And we found a map. It shows the source of 4 rivers, but that's all we have.
Can it be?
You know what that means?
In Genesis, there is a river. It flows from paradise and divides into 4.
Where is this place? This paradise?
Eden. He's going to Eden.
The Garden of Eden? But that's just a Bible story, a myth.
No, it's a real place. It's where Jehovah created life, where Lucifer gave Eve knowledge, where the gods are held in balance.
And now Langham has the tabula to lead him right to it.
Only you can stop him. You must defeat him.
But how?
Eva, she will know.
He'd gone, but I knew he was right. He's dead, Nico.
Langham would have killed him anyway. You mustn't blame yourself.
Marquez was dead.
Wait.
Marquez was dead. There was a door at the bottom of the steps, but I would never have managed to reach it. It was a door I didn't think... It was a door... That wouldn't work. Hey, Nico, I've got a plan. Over.
Roger, George, what are you thinking? Over.
I'm gonna place the radio out here. Maybe it'll be enough to distract the guard. Give me a second to set this up, then start talking.
Got it.
I carefully positioned the radio in the drain.
Quick, George, I found a way out.
I'm warning you, I will shoot.
The hammer hit the guard on the head with enough force to knock him out. Nico, let's get out of here.
What did you do to the guy?
Those steps must have been slippery. He took a little tumble. Nico, look. There's a cable car ready to go. Quick, before Langham locks down the system.
You don't think perhaps we should have waited for the next one?
Oh, we caught it, didn't we? What's all the fuss? Now, if I can just open this window, I think we'll be fine. Okay, maybe not. Don't panic just yet. I'll think of something. That would not... The catch was on the inside. I couldn't...
Oh.
Damn it. It's a little stuck. Just give me a sec.
Just hurry up!
Nico!
Oh, Medoffy.
So, we meet again. I've come for my painting.
What painting?
La Maledicción.
Gesundheit.
Don't play games with me. We both know the painting conceals a treasure, Mr. Stobart.
You know, even if the painting was yours, I wouldn't give it to you. You're just a common gangster.
A fine sentiment. But I won't let you cross me again.
Again?
You stole my ruble. My platinum 12 ruble.
That was just an old coin.
$150,000 worth of old coin.
Wow. Well, a guy could do a lot of redecorating with that.
Ah, enough of your American humor. You will tell me where to find the treasure, and you will tell me now.
Not gonna happen. And did you really just say, so we meet again?
Hello? Down here?
Oh, hello, miss.
Could you help?
Sorry, no can do. But while you're down there, maybe you...
What?
Something you said when we first met's been playing on my mind.
Do I have a choice?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Choice.
I don't follow.
You see, I'm a determinist. Goes with this line of work. But what you said in London made me ask one of the big questions. Is there such a thing as free will? Because if there is, then I've made some pretty dodgy choices in my time. So help me out a bit here.
We have a choice. We always have a choice. Just like you've got a choice right now. Help us or not.
I don't know. I'd like to, but the boss...
My philosophy class seemed to be work. So, do you have regrets?
No, I don't think so. But I am a little worried. This whole free will thing has got me thinking.
What do you enjoy in life, Shears?
Well, I like footy, a good scrap, and topiary.
So, you're a football fan, right?
Gotta love the beautiful game.
So, if determinism was valid, why would anyone play? What would be the point of it all?
Sometimes when we lose, that's just what I think.
So, you're a determinist. Isn't that just an excuse to...
At least I know who's controlling me actions. Do you?
Of course. I do as I choose.
So you chose to leap off that cable car, did you?
Yes, because you and Madovsky shot at me. You did choose to shoot at me, didn't you?
Well, yes. But I didn't choose to shoot that geezer in the gallery.
If what you create in topiary is predetermined, what's the point?
Topiary isn't about freedom of expression. It's horticultural Valium. It makes the voices stop.
Can't you stop Madovsky?
As I said, it would be futile to try. His actions are predetermined, like mine.
It's lovely chatting, but couldn't we discuss this somewhere more convivial?
No way. The boss wants you dead.
Why not?
Oh, I need to be sure.
You never intended to kill Henri?
I just wanted to rough him up a little. But the gun went off and the rest is history. Free will didn't come into it.
But you'd made a choice not to shoot him. The fact he died was an accident.
So you think I've got a chance of redemption?
If by redemption you mean a spell in jail with TAMAT for good behavior, then yes, I think there is a chance for you.
And you know what?
No, enlighten me.
I'm getting too old for this crime lark. I think I'm having an epiphany. Of course, it might just be indigestion. No, it's definitely an epiphany. I think you're right. The only thing that has led me here is me and my actions. I'm going to talk to the boss. He's sure to listen to... Boss! Boss!
What is it, you imbecile? How many times have I told you not to interrupt me when I'm about to kill somebody? Remember what we agreed. I am the big man who takes care of the big things.
And I am the little man who takes care of the little things.
Exactly. So, haven't you got a little thing you should be doing?
There is one little thing, now you mention it.
Well, don't let me stop you. Get on with it, you big baboon.
If you say so, boss.
Whoa!
Oh dear.
There you go. Free will under orders. Now that is what I call a real paradox.
George, you took your time back there.
Yeah, Medovsky and I had a lot to catch up on. And you and Shears seem to be getting on just fine. So, I figured you'd holler when you were done. Always nice to see old friends.
Oh, thank God it's you two. You would not believe what just happened.
Try us.
Oh dear, the monks aren't gonna like that.
We had a little philosophical disagreement on the way up. Nothing the little TLC won't fix.
Yeah, they're not really broken, more in a transitional state. It's amazing what a lick of paint can do.
What now, George?
We find Langham, we stop his crazy plan, we rescue Eva, and you win a Pulitzer.
When you put it like that, George, sounds easy.
So, how are we going to catch Langham now?
Well, we've got a pretty good idea where he's going.
True, Mesopotamia. Or Iraq, as it is now. Not exactly a prime tourist spot.
Need a lift?
I don't think we'll catch Langham in a limo, but thanks.
I'm not talking limo, mate. I'm talking Medovsky's full-on, fully fueled tax and ticket Learjet 60.
You think you can get us to Iraq?
Wouldn't be the first time, if you know what I mean. I've got the keys, the contacts, and a full drinks cabinet. How about it? It's the least I can do.
The last thing I remember was getting on board Medovsky's jet and accepting a cocktail from Shears. Hello? Anybody there?
Loh, kenapa nih?
What happened to the lights?
You tell me.
Is that better?
Whoa! Senor Marquez?
Indeed. Hello, George.
But you're dead.
Does death worry you?
You bet. I got a nasty feeling it's coming my way.
You have no choice. You cannot allow Langham to destroy Jehovah. Lucifer and Jehovah must rule in harmony, or chaos will prevail.
Don't listen to him, George. He is here to lead you astray.
Ya Allah, Father Simeon.
He is a Gnostic, a heretic. Lucifer is the devil. He should be defeated. Jehovah must reign supreme.
Whoa, hold your horses, Padre. I'm no big fan of the devil, but follow Jehovah, and what do you get? Subservience, repression, mindless conformity. Not my cup of tea, pal. I'm more into sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Bacchus is the god for me.
Ah, see what you get when you turn from Jehovah. A paint-spattered hedonist. Don't listen to either of them, George. A heretic and a lazy drunk.
Hey, I'm not lazy.
Nor I a heretic.
I were best forger in the business.
And I gladly died for my faith, as did thousands of my ancestors.
Whoa, 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 fellas, please. My dream, my rules, okay? Now, it seems to me that what you call greed, he'd call ambition, and your subservience is his order. In just about an hour's time, I'm going up against a guy who intends to destroy God. I need advice. Practical, advice.
Have a stiff drink and go down fighting. You're a dead man walking anyway.
Nonsense. Put your faith in God, and he will be your shield. Don't listen to them, George. They're both wrong. Maintain the harmony. Protect the balance.
But how do I...
You have the answer in your hands, George.
In my hands? What do you mean?
George? George, wake up. You were dreaming.
What? Oh. What was all that about?
You were dreaming. Something about sex and drugs from the sound of it.
Yeah. Are we there yet?
Well, that looks like the source of 4 rivers, so the Garden of Eden is right down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you've had a pleasant flight. The temperature in Eden is a pleasant 30 degrees centigrade. We shall be landing on a flat plain about 2 kilometres into the desert, which you will find is a pleasant stroll to your destination. Fasten your seatbelt and all that gubbins. Finally, may I take this opportunity of thanking you personally for choosing to fly Air Shares. We do hope you'll fly again with us soon.
Come on, I think we're nearly there.
Wait, George. I think Shields is having a moment.
Bleeding hellfire. I'm cream crackered. Just give me a moment.
You go on. We'll catch you up.
Okay.
It was a huge... This whole... Guys, there's a small problem.
Is it Lango?
No, it's worse than that. Come look.
Oh, George, stop being so overdramatic.
Oh, look, a goat.
You like goats?
Love 'em. Hey, we could call it Donna.
Oh, what a lovely name. Isn't it, Princess? Are you hungry, my lovely?
Okay, while you get all David Attenborough on us, I'll take a look around. That's a Wolfram truck, which means Langham can't be far away. A giant... Look on my works, ye mighty. There you all are. But where's Langham? Psst.
What have we got here then? Do you think the boss is coming out?
Dunno and don't care. I was only here to blow a hole in that rock. Job done. Just waiting for me ride home.
Let's give him half an hour, max. This place gives me the willies. Oh, don't be such a wuss. A few old statues. What could possibly go wrong? Like you said, 30 minutes.
We need to get past these idiots and stop Langham.
Tricky. They've got some tasty-looking shooters. Besides, I'm a reformed man. I've given up senseless violence. Miss Collard is leading me out of the darkness and into the promised land. One day at a time.
Oh, that's great, Shears. Great. Terrific timing. I guess we're gonna have to find a way past them. There was no way I'd get close. I didn't want to go down there until... The driver's door was locked. The back of the truck was full. A knapsack had been thrown up. I grabbed the knapsack. The back of the truck. A canvas knapsack full of heavy... Hey, Shears.
Hello, my darlings.
What's all this stuff?
Explosives mostly. Right little treasure trove.
I'm guessing this isn't a giant stick of gum.
Dead right, Georgie boy. It's TNT.
Georgie.
Don't worry about it, though. It's perfectly safe. As long as you don't pull that timer cord. And if you do, give us a shout first.
Okay.
What on earth is that, Shears? It looks dangerous.
Careful. It could be anything. Gelignite, plastic, or... it could be someone's lunch.
Yeah, I think what you got there is a sausage. Look. What's that?
Fuse wire.
Sounds simple enough.
It is, until you make a mistake.
The classic. I took it. I needed all the help I could get. Is that what I think it is?
Careful! No gymnastics.
If you can't repair something with duct tape, you're not...
What?
I knew it was a sausage. Shears knew it was a sausage. But one tiny length of dynamite. Nico, a hand, please.
I hope you're not thinking of harming Donna.
Trust me, a cunning six-phase plan is forming. Wholly approved by all the major animal rights organizations. Just keep her still for a second.
Why have you attached the sausage to Donna?
That's phase 1. Now, watch as the others come together.
If it's all the same to you, I'll watch from over there.
I had a fake piece of dynamite strapped to the goat. Phase 1 of my plan, complete. Now, I just had to figure out phases 2 to 6. That should do the trick. The feeling of it was an old... It looked like it. One limb, just out of reach of the goat, was laden with ripe...
Throw one of to fix the car. Another at the bottom of the path, and a third at the top of the path.
I had an idea. I wonder just how much... Hey, goat. With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. None of them spotted. I casually tossed a fig.
Doesn't he throw it? No. My game bug or froze, bruh. No. Bug game gue bangsat.
The feeling... I knew it was a sausage. Dynamite.
Nico,
I hope you're not thinking.
Trust. Wholly approved by all the major animal rights organizations. Just...
Why have you...
That's phase 1.
If it's all the same to you,
I had a fake peep. Phase 1 of my... Now, I just had to... That should do the trick.
I didn't have.
With my best throw, I tossed one. It landed close to the... I casually tossed it. I had an idea. I wonder just how... There you go. Cry havoc and let slip the goats of war.
Oh, hello, Gorty. Oh, fellas, what's he got round his neck? Looks like... Oh my God, Scarpa!
Langham's guards must have been spooked. There was no sign of them.
so in there then? It looks dark.
I ain't going in there. Tight spaces give me the heebie-jeebies. Why don't I stay here and make sure the three wise monkeys don't come back?
Okay, be careful.
The cave was pitch black.
Come here. What are you doing?
I was just trying to liven things up.
With a pocket full of dynamite? I'll be having those explosive shells.
But...
No. No but shells.
I want a frenzy girl, bruh. Then how are we gonna...
Through the gloom, I could just see stairs leading... Come on, Nico. We need to find Lang.
Wow. This place is extraordinary.
Well, if you see any apples, think twice before you eat them. Look! Lucifer, Jehovah.
And Langham.
He's got Eva. Whatever he's up to.
I hope we're in time.
Look, the altar. The glowing thing? It's the shape of the tabula. We have to get across there, quick. The ladder was tangled in vines. I couldn't reach it. It was a dried up... The lighter had run out of fuel, but the flint could still make sparks.
Charles?
I kind of have a plan.
Well, I hope it will.
I love this.
You! Don't you ever give up, but you're too late. No one can stop me.
Do something, George. He's crazy.
No, not crazy, as you will soon see.
You'll destroy us all!
Ha! The ancients who built these statues feared their powers, but soon I shall control them.
What are you going to do with the tabula?
It is the key that upon my Lucifer shall smite Jehovah.
You can't destroy Jehovah. You'll shatter the balance. You'll plunge the world into chaos.
No, ruled by Lucifer, man will be liberated to realize his greatest ambitions, to realize his full potential. But this isn't the place to discuss these things.
Where do you suggest?
How about eternity?
No!
George!
But he can't fly.
Homo!
Nico, you must stop him.
Eva, what do we do? I don't know.
But your father said you had the answer.
He used to talk about pure light. Pure light? What does that mean? I don't know. That's what he said. Pure light, white light, will conquer. Charles!
right to stand in his way.
Free will. That's what we bring. Humanity brings free will. The final piece of the Trinity.
Oh, he's dead, bro.
While you've been larking about, I've been thinking about supper. How does a nice barbecue tickle?
You're fucking criminal felony, bro. Like, holy shit.
I think you'd better have this, don't you?
My father gave his life to find it. Now I must spend mine protecting it.
How? Where will you go?
To Catalonia. I have a house and a chapel to restore. And a new life to build as a Gnostic leader.
You know, Nico, this time I really wasn't sure if we were gonna make it.
Perhaps we had the gods on our side, or whatever those powers were.
Maybe you're right.
You know, we make a great team.
We could be more than a team.
Oh?
Before this all started, back in Paris, I was just about to invite you out to...
Oi! Dinner is served.
Fantastic.
What's on the menu?
Doner kebabs with a spicy fig compote.
Wait, Donna as in... Donna?
But Nico, I thought you loved goat.
Fucking cook the goat. Oh, fucking shit. Yep. Good luck, me from now. GG.